Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ferragamo's Forecast. I'm Michael Ferragamo. Now, once again, we have some pretty interesting things to cover today, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But first, as always, let's have a look at our live camera on top of the school. As you can see, some stratus clouds working their way on through. This is behind a low-pressure system that just delivered us snow. As you can see, it is on the ground there. Nothing big, just 2 to 4 inches of fluffy snow, and that did melt yesterday, most of it. So it did leave us with dry conditions. Looking at the weather data now, upper 20s, 28 degrees, a west-southwest wind at 3 miles per hour, gusts to 12 miles per hour, and humidity at 40%, a little low than when it was raining. We were at 80% then. And yeah, looking at the 7-day, as you can see, near freezing on Thursday. Friday, mostly cloudy, 44. And then Saturday, we go back up to 60 degrees. This is like that roller coaster week. It's that time of year when it can be 60 degrees one day and then 28 degrees the next day, kind of just like today. And then on Sunday, it'll be showers. So the rain continuing into Sunday. It'll be windy as that low pressure system does work its way by. And then the next day, Monday, mostly sunny. Tuesday, rainy again, 41 degrees. And then Wednesday, we're back down near freezing, mostly sunny, 10% chance of rain. All right, let's change gears now to a storm you all may recall. This was our first major snowfall of the week, actually, last week. And this storm was extremely complex in nature. I don't even know where to start explaining this storm, but I'll try my best. It started over at the Northwest Pacific there on the top left of your screen there, and it worked its way across the United States. And 10 a.m. December 1st, it was here over, let's say, Michigan, Lake Erie, and that first band here, as you can see, that first band was kind of working its way up the coast, and it was impacting us that night, and it did drag in some warm air from the Atlantic here. It kind of brought it up, and that changed us all over to rain. But eventually the snow did kick in, but it just took time. So, as the storm moved closer, it turned to rain, and here is the warnings from that storm that the National Weather Service put out. In the pink is the winter storm warning, so you're expecting 6 inches or more of snow there. And then in the winter, this is the winter weather advisory in the purple. You can kind of see how it kind of traces the coast there. And that's because of that range snow line, which kind of set up just like along the border of those 2 warnings there. So it kind of maps it out perfectly. And then down on Cape Cod, you were not about the snow. You were about the wind as the center of the storm kind of moved closer to Cape Cod. So wind advisory there, expecting gusts near 50 miles per hour. And we did see that. And then down in Nantucket, just a little coastal advisory as that storm does make its way closer. Now, snowfall maps. Let's look at round number 1 here. This is on Monday, December 2nd. So the coast was at rain, and inland areas were snowing pretty hard. And you can clearly see where the rain snow line battle took place here, right from about Ipswich down to Eastbridge, Norton into the Taunton area. That's where that rain snow line set up. And you can see here, Lynn, only 2 inches of snow, but you go in just a couple miles to Wilmington, you're at 8 inches of snow. Going even farther, Pepperell, almost a foot of snow. So that was on December 2nd. We were all rain then, but eventually the rain snow line did win out. And if we look at the second snow totals from the final storm, as you can see, you can definitely see that change to snow along the coastline, where we were at 2 inches before, we're at a half a foot to even a foot. Look at Saugus, about a foot of snow. Ipswich, half a foot of snow. And then same story as you work your way down on the South Shore. Whitman, 8 inches of snow. Weymouth, a little over 5. But look at the snow totals inland for a second. I'll step out of the way so you can see the ones out west. Look at 25 inches in Townsend, 20 in Leominster, over 2 feet of snow in Winchendon. And our jackpot area for the snow was out in extreme western Mass, Peru, Mass, 28 inches of snow, more than 2 feet. But that's not all. Our highest recorded snowfall in the area was actually, it was between Jaffrey up in southern New Hampshire there on the top of the picture, between Jaffrey and Keene. That's where we had the town of Marlborough came in at 37 inches of snow. That is over 3 feet, and that's without drifts, so that's just 37 flat. And yeah, as we look at the overview for this storm, you can see Marlborough leads the way, 37 inches of snow. Peru, 28. So Marlborough did have a substantial lead over everybody else. Fitchburg, 27 inches, Townsend, 25, Winchendon, 25, and then just keeps going down. Peabody, 10 inches, Salem, 8, Boston, 7 inches of snow. That does bring our snow total for December to 9.3 inches of snow, which is above average by 0.1 inches. A lot faster start to winter than last year. Last year we had 0.1 inches of snow, and it took us until February 20th to get 9.3 inches of snow. So we're doing pretty good this year. And then Swampscott, our town, just about 7 inches. Marblehead 5, Nahant about 5, Hull and Scituate only 2, but that's what happens, 3 and 2, that's what happens when you live on the immediate coastline. And that does it for this week's Ferragamo forecast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more future episodes. And again, if you need to contact me, here's my contact info. And as always, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.